Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachach to honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa'akwath, learning, teaching in truth and sincerity. Another video through the Spirit, your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. And this one right here, actually, if we can, we'll get to it now. Modern day Madness Prophecies, right? A handful of clips. Yesterday I got carried away with a couple particulars, but we'll actually try to get more than a couple today. Before I even fucking start, it's already there. Let's start with this clip right here.
The world's gonna be over soon.
Well, as Bill Gates said, we need 3 billion less people. And they really don't give a how we get 3 billion. If we had 3 billion less people, we don't have all these crises that we have right now.
That's where I go back to just enjoy your day, because you can't do shit about it. When there's global elite that have billions and billions and billions that they can buy off governors and judges and presidents, like there's people in control of this world, and I'm not in it. And again, unless you know those people and you're one of
and
those.
I do.
Well, then you might be in it. But I've never been to a meeting where they're like, all right, we're going to off a third of the population so we have air in 100 years.
They don't talk like that. They everything's theoretical.
Now, he's not saying anything we don't know, right? The elites want to wipe out the majority of the population for more control. We know this, but I want you to focus in on what he's about to say with this portion. They don't talk like that, right? They're not open and blatant with their statements. Esau, Edom. This is why the people of the world, y'all, when we tell them what the elite believe, it sounds made up to them. Because when you watch an interview with Bill Gates, he's walking softly, he has a turtleneck on and those glasses, and he's telling you about how he donated this here and did that. But when you really analyze the language of what they're saying, they're telling you softly that they're fucking gonna exterminate you. And this guy is aware. I forget who this old head is. I've seen him on some interviews before, but he's straight up laying it out.
They put up their PowerPoint presentation and some little skinny, or 2 or 3 little skinny from Stanford, Caltech, and MIT, and Oxford. This is what could happen if this happened, if this happened. And somebody in the back of the room will raise their hand, and what are the probabilities of all these things happening at once? Not self-induced. In other words, not caused. They say 0%. And what if it's helped along a little? They put it nicer than that. Oh, we can make it happen 1 out of 3 times. Everybody kind of chuckles. But I'd rather be part of that group. That's why I call everybody a meathead.
And that's what they think of the populace, meatheads. They've manipulated the minds of the public for so long to where they straight up look down on you like, which, these people are meatheads. I'm not protesting that in the slightest. Just highlighting the fact that the elites are sincere in their plan, which is to wipe out the majority of the population so that they can rule freely to their wicked devices in this world. This is not a theory. This is not us making things up. Hence, when you look at why so many things are foul and bad in the world, it only makes sense when you come to understand that there's an evil overlord over the people, fucking things over. Let me show you this. Clip right here.
We used to keep these instant oatmeals on deck, and I personally like the strawberries and cream the most. And then I started paying attention to the ingredients, and if you notice right here, you'll see natural flavor. When I learned what this is made out of in this, it blew my mind. Just check this out. Hold on 1 second.
And castoreum, typically called natural flavor, is taken from a beaver's anal gland. It's far cheaper to use castoreum, or beaver's butt, to flavor strawberry oatmeal than using actual strawberries. They don't want you to know what's in that natural flavor either. Just try to call the company and ask. They'll tell you it's proprietary. But there's nothing natural about the flavors they produce. So avoid products with natural flavor.
That's crazy, right?
And this is true. The apostles have brought this out years ago, right? There's for one of the colors for food coloration of red, they use a particular beetle, right? So this is well known. They get these different food articles from some foul shit, right? Many of things you ain't supposed to be eating. Why? Why would you be feeding people beaver glands? If only it would only make sense when you realize you're dealing with the devil. When you're dealing, I'm calling Esau, even the so-called white man, the devil. When you're dealing with the people who want to wipe out the majority of the population, specifically the Israelites, it only makes sense when you understand that. Let me get another clip.
This is not possible. Oh my God, Mike. Look. Yo, are you videoing this?
Yes. Full of water.
Both of them empty.
Oh my gosh.
That empty.
I'm showing the company. Let me watch me open this one. Okay? Yeah, make a video. You hear the juice too. Make a video, because I'm sure opening into that ocean spray shit. They gonna pay me. Ooh, all of them like that. The fuck is this?
And you know, Jake is extra. But here it is. These people bought these products, and there's nothing. It's full of water. That's fucking placebo. Ain't no fruit in there, nigga. It's water, y'all. Hey, they're running a joke on you, and guess what? You're the joke. You people's lives and livelihood is the joke, is the sham. The plan is to wipe you out by every means, by way of making you reproduce less, by way of giving you bad diets, which is breaking your body down, giving you false philosophies to live by. The elites are hitting the populace from every fucking angle, y'all. And with the objective to what? To set up his MOTB system and rule over this world. It only makes sense. Let me get this in Isaiah, all right? Isaiah 32. I could start. I'm gonna start at 6 actually. It says, "For the vile person will speak villainly, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy and to utter error against Yahweh, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail." Esau Edom is the vile person that's in the rulership of the earth, and he's doing heaps of wicked deeds to the inhabitants of the earth, right? Lying, stealing, and killing. Verse 7, "The instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right." So this man Esau, y'all, damn it, 1 second. This man Esau is using his power in the earth not for good, but to rule over the inhabitants cruelly, taking advantage of people. Here it is, you go buy something. Here it is, you go get a surgery. These people tell you that you need it. They take an organ out of you, and you lose. And now, a person who may have lived 70, 80 years, you drop at 50 something, right? Because you needed whatever they cut out of you. They advertise these foods to you. They tell you, so three meals a day, the food pyramid, and if you eat according to the food pyramid, you're gonna die horribly in pain. All right, arteries clogged, hypertension, high blood pressure, all that. Everything he does is foul and wicked, and it has malicious intent. Nothing he does is for the good of the people of the world. It's all to screw you over. And so we'll shift to the next one. One of the other ways he's screwing people over, or I'll say one of the ones he's screwing over, is the women. He fed you women feminism. He gave you women liberty, and now, because it's getting harder to live in society, now you have many women crying, wishing that they could return to being a housewife, right? But that's dead and gone, right? That shit is dead and gone. You women, y'all fell for it, and now you've just fallen, eh? Let me let this play.
I was in college, I dated a very traditional Christian man who asked me at one point, how do you feel about after you graduated, we just immediately got married and you were a stay-at-home wife and you didn't have to work? I was honestly offended by that question because I was so passionate about this thing that I was getting a degree in that I was just so eager to enter the workforce and do this thing that I loved and get money for it. Fast forward to today, I've graduated, we broke up, I'm now working in the profession of the thing that I got a degree in, and I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm done.
I had a chat with a
got her in that bitch weeping. Talking about, I changed my mind. No, girl. You left that nigga, right? Nigga was lame, or he wasn't, or whatever. He wanted to get married. He was like, nope. You broke up with him, you wanted to chase that career, and now look at the world. Now it's becoming unsustainable to live in society. Why? Because Esau, Edom, the elite, these Amalekites, they're bringing an end to the American dream so that they can issue in their new world order. Y'all fucking fell for it. Y'all fell for it. And now everybody has to reap the repercussions of their actions. And many of you ladies, hey, now y'all gotta, hey, it's hard out here, huh? I bet.
of mine last night who was complaining about how women don't want to be housewives anymore and they just want to have a career and they want to work and they want to hustle. And it was just insane because I looked at him and I was like, who on earth wants to work? And he was...
Now this woman, she has a bit of an accent, right? So she may have been raised differently, but the average American woman has taken on the independent mindset. Hence, the idea of being second rate to a man financially seems belittling to them, but that's the actual reality of the way that the Heavenly Father created. Unfortunately for the women of the Western world, you were deceived so viciously so that Esau, Edom could gain power over the household. You now are only realizing it too late, and it's too late. Shit.
Like every woman, they want to work, they don't want to be at home, like they don't want to be taking care of the kids and whatever. And I was like, name me one woman that wants to work right now. Like there's no woman on earth that just wants to work and hustle and whatever. Like it doesn't.
The girlies are quitting their jobs. McKinsey just released their Women at Work Report 2024 edition, and what they found is that about a third of women are planning to leave their jobs.
Pretty much every video I post about careers, I get a ton of comments from people saying, I just don't want to work. Like I don't know, no job sounds appealing to me because I just don't want to work. My own story of the path I was on in my 20s, I did quit my job at 31 as a marketing director.
I took a few days to kind of chill out, cry all my tears, get all the anger out before I made this post. After 17 years of teaching, I resigned from my teaching position.
I was in college, I dated a very...
So, you know, they out there mourning, y'all, because the fun of games is over with. It's getting hard to live in the Western world. And it's done on purpose by the elite. They purposely, you know, have shut off the many avenues that you had to get decent money. They have made sure your taxes went up, right? They made housing unaffordable. They made food unaffordable. But what did they say? You shall have nothing and be happy. So that's all a part of the plan. They have to get rid of people's autonomy. They gave power to you women so that you could run amok. And now they're taking that power. And, you know, it's too late to cry now. It's too late to cry. Ain't no nigga finna hop in front of no bullet for you. So, you gotta deal with this shit. Let's go back. Interesting enough, in this Isaiah 32, we don't even have to go anywhere, right? How about that? Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear to my speech. Many days and years shall we be troubled. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. So women are beginning to suffer now. The utilities and amenities that they were used to enjoying in these first world and westernized countries, it's all going away now. It's all going away now. And y'all can't do anything but suffer it. And I mean, it's entirely their fucking fault, right? But this was prophecy. So y'all fellas, all we got to do is maintain. These women, they gonna get in order. And the ones who don't are just gonna die. And it is what it is, right? Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare. And gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. So boom, y'all tremble. They're gonna reminisce on the good times, and the good times are gone. The good times are fucking gone. And we not, our women, the women of our nation, these heathen women, all of them. This isn't a college educated woman. They're not the only ones dealing with this. All the women are dealing with this situation. Either you with a man and you gonna get in order, or you're gonna be out here assed out. That's the dealio. All right, next couple of clips, looking at some of the ways that this devil has oppressed us. When I say us, referring to the Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
But what Trump is doing is nothing new. Woodrow Wilson, when he became president, fired all black men who may have had a position that would have required them to have a white secretary, or they would have had a white secretary. This is nothing new. That one of the things I don't think people were prepared for is that whenever you see black advancement, there comes extreme retrenchment. So the civil rights movement ends. Who gets elected? Ronald Reagan, who kicks off his campaign. Now, he's the governor of California. Mm-hmm. He kicks off his campaign in Philadelphia, Mississippi, talking about states' rights. That wasn't a dog whistle. Mm-hmm. That was a foghorn. Okay. You knew exactly where he stood. And his discussion of the big bucks and then the welfare queens. Mm-hmm. Everybody knew where Reagan stood on that. If you look at Reconstruction, okay, look at the swiftness of Jim Crow came, the creation of the Klan, that black success is viewed as white failure. And what DEI, if it worked effectively, would see black success as everybody's success. Yeah. But it's viewed as white failure. But what Trump is doing is nothing new. Woodrow Wilson, when he became president, fired all black.
All right, so that clip shows you, he was explaining how they oppress us systemically. And it's these heathen, not only Esau, Edom, they understand that whenever we have some upwards motion, when they say I got motion, it brings fear to them. Whenever we're doing something that looks anything in which, the civil rights era, dressing in suits and getting good jobs isn't what we're put on the earth to do. We're here to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Nevertheless, whenever we are in an upwards trajectory, it puts fear in the heart of the heathen, specifically Esau. Our success is feared because they know it can result in the downfall of their kingdom. Hence, it's a continual oppression, day in and day out. Not only do they oppress our pockets, but they also physically put hell on us. I'm gonna play this other video. Not only do they not want us to not have rulership in this world, y'all, but they would actually quite literally like to wipe us out, especially Esau. Next
they were cutting off your testicles and your genitalia. They weren't doing that just.
And this is Shahrazad Ali, right? She's Muslim. She's gonna be using certain statements. Our power doesn't come from being dark skinned. Our power comes from being the chosen people of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, him having favor on us, right? So eat the meat, spit out the bones.
They were cutting off your testicles and your genitalia. They weren't doing that just to be mean. Their whole quest has been to cut off your life germ. See, the power is in your seed, all right? It's not in nothing about size and all of that people say. The power is in your seed because you all are the greatest men on earth, the maker. the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. Can't nobody take that from you. Now, I know we got some of the guys in the gutter. We got some of the guys on crack. We got the guys in prison. But that doesn't negate who you really are. And the only person that don't know who the black man is the black man. They were cutting off.
So now we're not gods in the sense of the creators of the universe, but we are gods under the God, right? We are the chosen people of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, right? He, a prince of the power, Yashar Allah. Esau Edom knows this. Hence, they've done millennia of treating us like shit, dogging us, killing us, lying to us, right? Stripping us of our heritage so that we don't actually do what we are supposed to, which is serve the Lord. Hence, it would put us on his good side. Hence, he would be brought down. Straight up, straight down. This is, oh damn, there's a clip under it. Let me see something.
They were cutting.
It wasn't for us Jews.
They were cutting off your testicles.
God damn it, 1 second.
They were cutting off.
Okay, yeah, okay, look, hold up.
It's problematic race.
Black people.
Look at this. So yeah, see, y'all, I didn't even have this saved, but it just came up randomly under that, you know, because it's associated. Here it is, y'all. These people hate us, but everybody on the earth is obsessed with us, the Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, especially Judah, Southern Kingdom. They are absolutely obsessed with us. Everything we do, say, think, and breathe. We can't go nowhere without these cunts all in the midst. Walking about us, talking about us.
Why?
God, you know.
I don't, listen, brown skin girl here, right? But in colorism,
I don't know.
There are so many people. There are so many people in the Gothic community who are like very subtly racist, and it makes no sense to me because where do you think this came from? Where do you think this came from? Not Europe, not Asia. Are you aware of what it means and stands for? No.
Now, she's holding, those are African symbols right now. We know that we're Israelites, not Africans, but even the Goths are racist. Y'all remember the Asian cat? The dude who was saying how everything was Esau's problem, right? You know, he was into that Goth shit too, that hard black rock punk shit. But even, you know, he was exposing how amongst his little crew, there's a bunch of little hating ass devils, y'all. We can't, no matter what corner of the earth we go to, we cannot escape the fact that these people hate our guts and are trying to wipe us the fuck out, y'all. It's a crazy relationship we have. And I got one more clip I'm gonna add to it, then I'm gonna get a preset. So they kill us, they mistreat us, but then what? It says, in Poland, there is a show where celebrities dress up as musicians and perform blackface. So I'm going to be fast forwarding through them.
The fuck out the sheet, so I holding out the best, and motherfucker I got five. I must say to you, yeah. I must days be merry.
So y'all, this shit is crazy. This is a whole show out there in Poland. This shit is crazy, y'all. So what's the root of this? Jealousy. Esau Edom wishes he was us. He wishes that he didn't do what? Sell that birthright, y'all. This is a case of jealousy. They want to exterminate us because they wish they were us. They know how this ends. We got the birthright and the blessing. Esau Edom resents that fact. Hey, taking it back to the basics. We don't got to get nothing crazy advanced, right? Esau Edom resents the fact that we are the chosen ones. And he's united entire front and world order to try to wipe us out. throughout world history, and we've been surviving all the time. Genesis 27. I'm gonna start at this is funny. I'm gonna start at verse 38. It says, "And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac says, so Esau, we got the blessing. Jacob got the blessing. Esau cried like a little old baby, right? Isaac gives him a little weak ass blessing. And then you see this in verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. They hate us because of the destiny that we've been given from the Heavenly Father Yahweh, right? And his son Yahweh Shai. We are the inheritors. We are the true inheritors of the world to come. And they are not. And for that, they want to destroy us, y'all. That's why you jump to, not Romans, Revelation. Damn it. Go to 12. Revelation 12. I want to start at right here. I'll start at 3. It says, And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and and behold, a great red dragon having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon his heads. This represents the Edomite empires, right? We know the 7 heads, Greece, Rome, Germania Minor and Major, Spain, French and British, the 10 horns, the 10 vassal states of Rome, which would in the reincarnation would become EU, NATO, the original 10 states, which have now evolved into over 20 some. The beast system, right? Verse 4, And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. So the red dragon, which represents Edom, his empires, they want to devour us. They want to destroy us. All right. The third part of the stars is representing Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, still in that part of the land. Right. Northern Kingdom was already cast out. They want to wipe us out, and then they also try to wipe out our Lord Yahweh Shai. Through who? Herod. And of course, we know how all that played out. He was unsuccessful. This man has wanted to wipe us out for a long time. And he has this weird, sick, symbiotic relationship. What he hates us, he wants to destroy us, yet he worships us and he wishes he was us. He's amazed by our capabilities. It's some real sick shit, like with that Adam 22 shit. And Lena, here it is. They'll Monday through Friday they're calling you a nigger and a spigger, but Saturday and sometimes Sunday they gonna hire you to fuck their wife. Four niggas to gangbang their wife while they in the corner. There's some real. These are some real foes, y'all. There's some motherfuckers. Oh, but that's it, y'all, man. Modern day Madness Prophecies. Crazy. We give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, while Akwaf, learning, teaching in truth and sincerity. Shalom.